Hello and welcome back to some more clicks on the side. Today, I just wanted to go over some of the OP kit figures that have been coming out over the last few months. I don't see too many videos about them. I know there are places where you can see their cards and stats, but I always find it easier to see them, learn about them in video form, so I thought I would show them off to anybody who wants to see. We don't have a real competitive venue around here, so I don't have access to the OP kits, so I piece these together through buying and trading on eBay. So I am still missing a couple, but you'll see as we go over them. I want to go ahead and start off with the Moon Knight OP kit that came out. I do not have the card that came with it, the Tomb card, but I do have all three of the figures. Starting with number 1, we have Moon Knight. Phoenix Force Moon Knight comes with Marvel Knight's keyword, Phoenix Force, Cosmic, Deity, Detective, Mystical, and Warrior. Has the trait Favored by Khonshu. When Moon Knight KOs an opposing character, give him an avatar token if he doesn't already have one. When Moon Knight would be KO'd, you may remove an avatar token. If you do, instead turn him to click number 4. It has improved targeting through blocking, special movement power to start off, which is the Spirit of Vengeance. With the Phoenix Force hypersonic speed, when Moon Knight uses it, after resolutions he may deal 1 penetrating damage to a character he moved through that action. He also has the Spells of Strange as a trait. Free, choose one to use until your next turn. Energy Shield Deflection, Combat Reflexes, or Barrier is free, but only to generate 1 marker. It does also have the Power Cosmic keyword, and they did just reuse the sculpt, which I'll pull him up here. There he is. They reused the sculpt from the Spider-Man Beyond Amazing set. I mean, a lot of the Moon Knights, aside from the one from Spirit of Vengeance where he's on a horse, looked very similar to me in the last couple sets, so I was hoping for something a little different. But I also know with next phase coming out, we should be getting at least one really good Moon Knight. I would love to see some shifting focus come back. I think that'd be the perfect character for that to come back. So that is the Moon Knight. Also in that OP kit came number 2. We got Black Knight again. Again, this is a reuse of the sculpt. For the life of me, I am forgetting what set that. Was it War of the Realms? I am blanking. But it is a reuse of the sculpt. He comes in. Phoenix Force Moon Knight was 200 points. Black Knight comes in with Avengers, Defenders, Excalibur, Heroes for Hire, Mystical, Scientist, and Warrior. 60 points. Avengers team ability. And 7 clicks long. Comes with the trait Reckless Swordsman, Blades, Claws, Fangs, and Steel Energy. When Black Knight makes an attack with a single target and misses, after resolutions deal him and the target 1 unavoidable damage. Pretty straightforward for him. Nothing terribly special, although I do like that he has the Scientist keyword. Quite a few of these OP kit figures do a lot with scientists, so be prepared to see a team building video with scientists in the keyword very soon. Speaking of, that brings us to the third and final figure from that OP kit, and that would be Harrow. As far as I know, this is a new sculpt. Nothing too special, just walking around with his briefcase. Harrow, number 3. Brute and Scientist. Not much to work with there, unfortunately. Does have 35 points for 4 clicks. Comes with the trait Controlled Test Subject. Power. Generate a test subject bystander, max 2. This turn, that character has autonomous. So that's handy. Now let's get a look at the test subject there. It's autonomous. If you get him close enough, he does have charge with Empower, and with his defensive power, Mastermind and Toughness. His damage power is the interesting one, though, to me. My own untouchable soldiers. Free. Choose an adjacent friendly character. That character can use Impervious until your next turn. So if you spit out the test subject, you can then give it Impervious, let it charge up, and take a swing. Should hopefully buy it 1 or 2 turns out. But I also like him for any of the other scientists that do not have a good defensive power. He can go ahead and give them Impervious, like you're going to see him here a little bit later with Shuri. She can give scientists the Wakanda team ability, so then you can go ahead and give any Black Panther Impervious, or anyone with the Wakanda team ability, as long as Shuri's on the team. There are so many other scientists that could benefit from that. They could just even carry him around if they have flight. Man-Bat, that's the one I was really wanting to work with. You can actually tie him to Man-Bat's legacy card. Man-Bat can fly around carrying Harrow, and now on top of that sick Blades, Claws, Fangs it has Impervious on top of that, making it even harder to take out. So that's just one thing I've been playing with. I like this Harrow figure. I wish his defensive stats were at least a 17, but for what you get, he has the Mastermind, so you can go ahead and bump his damage off to somebody adjacent if you need to. And then that damage power is impressive to give the Impervious. That is Harrow. And that is the Moon Knight OP kit. The following month was the Fantastic Four. I don't have all... This is the one I do not have all of. I don't have the Human Torch, and I do not have Infinity Thing. But we do have Mr. Fantastic. Good old stretchy arms there. He is 004. Has the Fantastic Four team ability and the Fantastic Four keyword Illuminati and Scientist. 50 points, 6 clicks, has a special attack and a special damage power. For the attack, it is power, range 4. Make a range attack. If Mr. Fantastic hits after resolutions, place a hit character adjacent to Mr. Fantastic and make a close attack targeting that character. So you can get the good old double whammy with that if you're close enough. Then the damage power is Outwit. You can also use Outwit as a power action. When Mr. Fantastic uses Outwit as power, after resolutions, another friendly character may make a close attack targeting the chosen character if able. So if you already got someone tied up with one of your other pieces, go out, power Outwit their defense, and then let the big hitter take a swing instead of Mr. Fantastic. Hopefully do more damage. Nothing too special about him, but still nice to have a new Mr. Fantastic that is modern. Now for a not so new modern piece. Already had the legacy treatment once, but she got it again, and that is the Invisible Woman. So this is actually the Invisible Woman from the Captain America set from all the way back in 2011. Had the legacy card treatment the first go around, was still 110 points then. They have now moved her down to 50 points. So much more manageable and much more useful. Has the Fantastic Four team ability, Avengers keyword, Fantastic Four, and celebrity keywords. Has the trait Power Shields Up. Power. If no friendly character had a shield token, give a friendly character within range and line of fire a shield token. When the friendly character with Invisible Woman's shield token would take damage from an attack, instead remove the shield token and deal that character 1 unavoidable damage. That in itself is very handy. If you want to keep Invisible Woman on the map longer, you can just do it to herself and she'll just take 1 each time. That will help get her to her special attack and special damage powers, which are just a little blow to the head, precision strike, telekinesis. When Invisible Woman hits after resolutions, give each hit character an action token. And then she has the special damage power of shape change. When Invisible Woman uses it and succeeds after resolutions, you may move her up to 2 squares. So without that power on herself, I find it's going to be hard to get her to those special attack and damage powers. But at the same time, there's other characters I can see you also wanting to give that shield token to. Especially if you have a big hitter you're wanting to get up close and personal. And you're not sure you're going to be able to get that hit on the first try. That at least buys you a second chance with that shield token. So happy to have her. Another modern Invisible Woman. Alright, next we are making a trip all the way to Wakanda with the Wakanda Forever OP kit. And that one starts off with Captain America himself. I know not who you'd normally see for Wakanda Forever, but that is who we got. He is number 007. Has the Avengers Initiative keyword, not team ability. Comes with Avengers, Howling Commandos, Wakanda, Past, and Soldier. Comes with he has 40 points for 5 clicks. Fought alongside Azuri the Wise. When establishing theme teams, other friendly characters with the Soldier keyword gain the Wakanda keyword. You're going to see that theme with another figure. I talked about it earlier, actually, with Shuri. Has the special damage power of leadership. When Captain America uses it and succeeds after resolutions, you may move another friendly character up to 2 squares. So nothing too outrageous there, nothing terribly special, but there you see the Avengers Initiative team ability gives him improved targeting through hindering. But she only has a range of 4, so it probably won't see much play, to be honest, but it does have the ability to work around theme teams as far as it goes with Soldier and Wakanda. So there is Wakanda Cap. Next up, we have T'Challa himself. Here is the Black Panther. Again, this is a reuse of the sculpt. He comes with the Fantastic Four team ability, so I can see him being used with that on a Fantastic Four team with Shuri and with Invisible Woman. Keywords are Avengers, Fantastic Four, Illuminati, Wakanda, Ruler, Scientist, and Warrior. Has the trait Wakanda Forever. I'd be surprised if he didn't. Stealth. Friendly characters with the Wakanda keyword have the Fantastic Four team ability. When Black Panther is KO'd, this effect continues for the rest of the game, Protected Pulse Wave. Also has a special attack power that I think is going to see some play. Antarctic Vibranium Claws. Antarctic. Vibranium Claws. Blades, Claws, Fangs. When Black Panther uses it, hit characters can't use Stop. For 50 points to give you Blades, Claws, Fangs that goes right through with Stop clicks. That's impressive. And look at all the keywords that can be used with. I think he will see some play on some teams. I know I'm going to be using him on at least a couple. So good to have a good Black Panther out there. A couple of the last ones have been decent. Not at the top dial, but if you went cheap at 25 points, they were good filler pieces with their super senses. But I'm more than happy to have Black Panther that can handle his own. And that leaves us with Shuri. Is 009. She's got herself the new sculpt. And I think I do like it better than the Queen Shuri we got from the last Wakanda OP kit. Now, she does come with her regular card. But she also came with a team-up card, which is the same except for the team-up ability, so we'll just take a look at it. She has the wild card team ability, so she can copy whatever as long as it's copyable. Team Up Black Panther. When Shuri uses her Ancient Future trait, choose a friendly character named Black Panther. That character can use the two options she didn't choose until she chooses again. We'll get into that here in a second. Also has the trait Wakanda Design Group. When establishing theme teams, other friendly characters with the scientist keyword gain the Wakanda keyword. So that's what I was talking about. If you wanted to use Harrow with her and still be a theme team, you could. If you want to use Man-Bat with her, any of the other scientists, Spider, SP/SDR, just so many good scientists out there. At least one of the Hulks has a second trait, and that is the Ancient Future that was mentioned in the team up. Free. Choose two effects. Shuri can use the chosen effects until she chooses again. So this is where that will come into play. You'll have to think about what you're wanting Black Panther to have and choose the other two for Shuri to have at that point. That's how I'm seeing it. Like I would give the flight and the close combat expert to Black Panther in most cases. That way he could carry around some kind of support with him. And like I say, he could carry Harrow around with him if he flies. Harrow could give him the impervious and just make him last that much longer. Doesn't need the close combat expert later in the dial, but at least to start off he would. And then that would leave her with, or actually, yeah, I would actually give Black Panther the flight and the shape change and give Shuri the close combat expert and invulnerable. That way he has even more rollouts. But for 45 points, 4 clicks long, super senses and outwit, perplex at the end of the dial. It's not bad at all for what she can do. Alright, that leads us to the last OP kit that I have, and that, I don't remember the name of it, but it is the SpiderMan OP kit that has come out. 010 is Miles Morales. These are all, this is a resculpt as well, reuse of a sculpt from the Beyond Amazing set. There he is, has Spider-Man team ability, Avengers, Champions, Spider-Man Family, Ultimates, and Spy. Has all three of these do have the web crawler trait, Leap Climb. Free. Place Miles Morales in a square of different elevation within 4 squares and line of fire. Also has the trait Undercover at Roxxon. Stealth. When an opposing character within range uses Perplex or Outwit, roll a d6. 4 through 6, that power has no effect. So that I like that. That's gonna come in pretty handy, I think. 55 points for 5 clicks. A little. I would have liked just the 50, but there we are. Always good to have another good Miles. Just gotta make sure I keep him separate from the others because they do look identical. That brings us to 011 SpiderGwen. Also has the Wall Crawler trait. Spider-Man team ability, Spider-Man family, symbiote keyword, very important, celebrity, and detective. Also has the trait symbiotic fusion, plasticity, super senses. If SpiderGwen is within 4 squares and line of fire of an opposing character, she can't be targeted by ranged attacks. So, super senses on top of her Spider-Man family, so she already has super duper senses. The plasticity is a symbiote, so she can be attached with either the black or the red symbiote if need be. So that helps. 40 points for 4 clicks. Won't do too much damage, but she does have running shot, TK, ESD, and probability control. So as a support piece, you can't get much better than that. She can shoot your big guy up while staying safe from a ranged distance and still being able to use probability control. She has 2 targets and a range of 4. So it is going to be situational, but she has a lot going for her that I think could be handy, especially on Spider-Man or detective teams. Yeah, so for 40 points, I think she has plenty to keep her alive as well. If you happen to get her on that 4th click with that Quake, combat reflexes, and close combat expert, she could pack a punch too if you happen to get her there. And that leaves us to our last piece for today, and that is the web slinger himself, Spider-Man, who did get a new sculpt for this, I believe. And he also came with a normal card and a team-up card. Spider-Man team ability has Avengers, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man family, X-Men keyword, reporter, and scientist. That's right, we have a Spider-Man with the X-Men keyword. I have a feeling that's going to come up in the next, not the next set, but the Deadpool and X-Force. I'm sorry, Deadpool and Weapon X set that's coming out. Reporter and scientist has the team up trait Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider. If any of the listed characters are on your force, Spider-Man and the listed characters' super senses have protected outwit. So that's just going to be annoying for any opponent you have, because you know most of those will have super senses. Ethics professor of the Jean Grey School. Friendly characters that are less points and share a keyword with Spider-Man have the Spider-Man team ability. So I see that being more useful if he's at the 70, because it just allows more characters to fall into that. But 70 is still a lot. But he starts off with hypersonic. He has the incapacitate, which you could put the web shooters on him to make it even extra annoying. Super senses and prob, and of course it's super duper senses with his team ability. On the back, And it's just the web crawler trade again, which I showed to you before. One last look at him. Comes in at 70 or 55 points. So that is what I have when it comes to OP kits. I believe there is a DC one coming out soon, if it hasn't yet, with some Batman villains. I think the Penguin's part of that. But haven't seen it hit yet, so just keep an eye out. Looking forward to doing some team building videos here before too long. But let me know what you thought of these guys, who your favorite was of them. And until next time, this has just been a little bit of clicks on the side.